Not seeing my videos in your subscription feed? Make sure you've clicked the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my newest uploads. Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about 2017's The Void. And The Void is a movie that has gotten a lot of hype recently, like a lot of hype. I've heard people call it Lovecraftian. I've heard people say if you loved horror movies from the 80s, you're going to love The Void. I've heard people say if you loved The Thing, you'll love The Void. If you love body horror movies, you'll love The Void. It's a movie that's gotten a lot of hype and a lot of love heaped onto it. Now, after having seen the movie, I'm kind of mixed on it. For the most part, I really enjoyed The Void, but I found it lacking a little bit here and there. Now, the plot for the film is very basic. You've got a group of people holed up in a nearly abandoned hospital while this religious cult is surrounded them from the outside. However, the religious cult is not trying to get in to the hospital to get at the people. They're trying to keep the people inside the hospital so that what lurks inside can get to them. That's about the only plot for The Void. The rest of the movie is basically just there to show off some really, really awesome and nasty and slimy and tentacle-filled creature effects. Some really awesome practical creature effects. So I can totally understand the comparisons to The Thing. I saw it. Definitely the first thing that came to mind when I saw one creature effect, in particular the first big creature effect in the movie, was that's very Thing-ish. Great creature effects in this movie. I have to give the movie props for that. The creatures in this movie look fantastic. They're gross. They're slimy. There's tentacles everywhere. The creature effects in The Void are top notch. The visuals in the film as well are also really good. This is a great looking movie. The atmosphere is palpable. The sense of dread that runs throughout this movie is just absolutely oppressive. There's also this just intensity throughout a good point of the movie. You just know that something, it's building and building towards something that's going to be very slimy and sticky and icky and tentacle laden, and it pretty much delivers on that promise. Now, what I didn't like about The Void was there were some instances here and there where it felt like the pacing really slowed down, like you had this really intense buildup, and then characters would just sort of like wander around in the dark for like 5 or 10 minutes and nothing would really happen. And then there'd be this big intense buildup or a big creature attack, and then characters would wander around in the dark for 5 or 10 minutes and really nothing would happen. The characters in the film, for the most part, I felt like they weren't that well defined. Really just the two main characters in the film, a local deputy sheriff and his wife, possibly ex-wife, who's a nurse at the hospital. The movie really wants you to root for them and feel for their relationship. They lost a child, and the movie wants you to feel for them. I kind of did. I kind of didn't. The performances in the film all around were pretty good. The ending of the movie, I'm not exactly quite sure what was going on. It's a very ambiguous movie, and I liked that about it. Yet at the same time, I kind of felt like that was a flaw of the film, that they just kind of threw a bunch of weird stuff at us, and then they just said, the end. I love a movie that leaves things up to the viewer's imagination. That's something that we get so rarely, especially in horror movies today. So I dug the fact that they did leave a lot of stuff up to the viewer's imagination, but I kind of felt like they could have given us a little bit more to kind of sink our teeth into, as far as to understand fully what the antagonist's goal is, other than to just kind of live forever. Still, overall, I really enjoyed The Void. It kind of lived up to some of the hype. As I said, the practical creature effects, the gore effects are fantastic. The movie looks great. Visually, it's stunning. It's intense. there's a lot going on in this movie that I think horror fans will definitely like. This is the kind of horror movie that I think we need to support because we get so few horror movies that are like this. However, I kind of think that we're getting... it kind of seems like people my age who grew up in the 80s loving movies like The Thing, loving body horror kind of movies, loving, movies with big, slimy, icky, many tentacled monsters. They've grown up and now they're making movies, and they're making movies reminiscent of the movies that they grew up watching and loving. And I think that's cool. And I think we need more movies like this. Clearly the filmmakers behind The Void, they love horror movies and it shows on the screen. And I think we need more people making horror movies who love horror movies. So I recommend you check out The Void. It's available on video on demand. It's playing in some select cities right now. If you can check it out, by all means, go check it out. I think you'll dig it. I enjoyed it. If you've seen The Void, please let me know what you think of it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.